friends, cheers and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about periods, which is something that I've talked about a lot on my channel. Not a lot, but like twice. I've made 2 other separate videos on this. Also, wanted to thank you guys for the very positive and great comments on my last video, which was all about sex. I'll link it somewhere on the screen if you want to watch it, or in the down bar or something. I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'm just talking about more taboo topics again, or I guess that society deems as taboo, but me, myself, I don't think they are. That's why I talk about them so openly on my channel. So like I said, today we're talking about periods, just doing like a comprehensive Q&A. I pretty much get a lot of questions all the time about this topic, just because I do a lot of like big sis type advice vids, and I love that you guys like to come to me with this kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna give you the best advice / personal experiences that I got in this video from all of your questions that you sent me on Twitter. So let's go ahead and check them out, kids. Why not? Izzy asks, how do I control my emotions instead of being a hot mess for a week? And I feel you on this, girl. I am insane on my period. I'm actually on my period right now, and I'm not being insane. Really, mostly I get insane before I get my period. Like the days leading up to it are when I'm just like a brewing. That's just when I know that my period is gonna come, because I am so irritable and like a little bit angry and just kind of generally on edge. So I'm gonna be giving this advice to myself as well. I think that it would be good if I maybe took a step back from situations before reacting very violently or irrationally. This past week before I got my period, one of my friends like jokingly tossed something at me, and I literally picked it up and you could like see the rage on my face. He was like, no, no, Megan, no. And then I just like chucked it at him, and I have no idea what, like, I just felt like the Hulk, you know? I felt like all of my hormones just were like bursting out of my body at once. It was just really overwhelming. So I need to just like take breaths in situations, and maybe, like I said, just take a step back and be like, is this really worth it? Like, am I really gonna be a crazy bitch right now? Because I don't think that's a good idea. It's definitely hard to control your emotions, but I promise that you can do it, okay? Just like act rationally. That's just my best advice. Ooh, a good one. Arissa asks, what are some natural ways to deal with cramps, like not taking pills? I do have a couple remedies of sorts, but Midol is my bae. Midol is my bae, yeah. But really though, if you don't mind taking painkillers, I would say Midol is just the best one out there that I've come across for, you know, easing my period cramps and just general symptoms of pain from my periods. But as for natural remedies, I would say make yourself a hot cup of tea, you know, just lie down, maybe put something on your back if you're having back pain. That's my main symptom right now. Like, you can get a heating pad, those are always good. Put it on, you know, your stomach area, your uterus where you're all crampy, or on your back, or like put something cold around your neck. I don't know, just like play with temperatures and kick your feet up and just take a couple deep breaths, okay? It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. I know some people get really, really severe cramps though. One time in high school, I literally had to send myself home, or asked to get sent home, because my cramps were just so bad and unbearable and I could not focus on the day. So I feel you on the pain. It is just bad, but you're gonna get through it. That's just what I can say, girlfriend. Lane asked me to talk about irregularity and if I've ever experienced it, and boy have I. I mean, seriously. I think I mentioned this in like the first period video I ever filmed, but if you think that your period is weird or irregular, same. Not now, because I'm on birth control, so I actually know when it's coming, which is just really prime if you want to, you know, get on a regular schedule. That's probably my biggest tip, is get on birth control if you can. But before I went on birth control, my period was just all over the place. I got it like once in the 8th grade, and then maybe like a few scattered times in high school, and then I didn't really start getting it often and, you know, on a regular basis until I was 17. So I was kind of a late bloomer, you know, to that game. But it's all based on like genetics and sports that you play and all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't really ever worried. But before I went on birth control, like these past couple of years that I've had my period consistently, it hasn't been on a consistent schedule. It's just been like all over the friggin' place. So yeah, I've definitely experienced irregularity, and you're not alone on that, and there are so many people out there who feel the same exact way. And yeah, I think really the only way to like kind of get it on a when is this actually coming, I need to know, is if you're on birth control. Also, this helps a lot if you get a period tracker app. Just search period tracker in the app store and get get the one that has like the pink flower. I had like Period Tracker Light or something. But yeah, I would say those tips are the best to get on a regular schedule. Okay? Delena asked, how do you feel about speaking publicly, aka to friends or to us, about our cycles or your cycle? I love it. I just love talking about this kind of stuff because I feel like it's very stigmatized in the outside world off of this YouTube video. It's very weird for people to, you know, just understand that a woman would want to publicly talk about her body and the things that it does. How shocking. So yeah, that's why I like talking about it on my channel with you guys, just because I feel like this is a safe place of sorts, you know, and we can just kind of do a one-on-one discussion with each other, being like, so how about your period? How's it going? The cycle? Is it good? Is it flowing well? You're okay? Amazing. And of course, in the comments down below, you guys can always have some kind of a discussion with me, and I always reply back. And so I just think it's empowering and great and nice. And I love just like talking about this stuff because I love giving advice, and I love just sharing my experiences to make you feel less alone, you know? And that goes for in real life too. Like with my friends, I'm pretty much super open about my period as well. And with like guys and stuff, I'm super open about my period as well. Because acting all weird and insecure about it isn't going to help anything. You know, it's just gonna make you feel uncomfortable and awkward. And you're already feeling uncomfortable in your body enough, girlfriend. Shay asked, why do periods come late, making you feel pregnant? Hashtag being a girl is frustrating. Oh my God, do I feel this statement. Like I said it with me being on birth control, I like know when my period is coming, but the first 2 days of like the red pills in my pack of birth control, nothing was happening with my body. The first days I was taking them and I was like, okay, like my period's supposed to be happening some of these days, what the heck, you know? So I was getting a little scared myself and I was like, am I pregnant? I promise I've been practicing the safe sex, what? And so I was just getting a little bit, you know, shaken up, a little shook, as the kids say. But it's a lot harder to get pregnant than you think it is. I think a lot of girls just kind of convince themselves that they are pregnant and they'll be like, I have to take a test. I just must because my period is late and it's not coming. But irregular periods are way more common than random pregnancy. So yeah, just try your best not to freak out. I'm giving that advice to myself as well because I know I do this too. Myra asked, how do I know when my flow is too heavy, or is there such a thing as a flow that's too heavy? I don't think there is such a thing as a flow that's too heavy. I think everybody's bodies do different things, but don't freak out if you think that there's too much blood going on down there. Your body really knows what it's doing. If it's like extra heavy, use like extra super tampons and wear a pad as well. I don't know. Maybe it's a crime scene down there, but don't get too like freaked out with your body. It's definitely just doing its thing. I have a heavy flow as well. You're not alone. Every time I talk about heavy flows, I just want to make the joke from Mean Girls. That's all I want to do. Kayla asked, do you ever get your periods twice a month? And yes, that has happened to me before. So people, just don't think that you're insane. The stuff that your body is doing has most likely happened to 155 million other girls around the world. I don't know about that many, but probably around that many, okay? I think one time this happened to me just because I switched birth controls and it just like frigged up. Hormones are a very hard thing to, you know, get like a hold on. I just like lassoed them with my hand. I don't know why I did that, but really though, it's harder to understand your body when it does stuff like that. But I have a lot of friends who have had, you know, multiple periods a week or bled for like weeks on weeks of time. So yeah, that's definitely normal. Kaylee asked 2 things. She said, 1, I'm on the birth control shot and I don't get my period anymore. Is that healthy? And 2, do you still use that menstrual cup thing? Yes, I do still use a menstrual cup, and also it's very, very normal for you to maybe not get your period at all on some kind of a birth control that you're taking. I'm on low estrogen and I have a friend who's on the same one, and she was like, it's so sick, dude, I never get my period. And I was like, I still get mine. I don't know why that's happening to you, but I mean, congrats. It's really cool that you don't get it, because then you don't have to deal with it. I wouldn't really freak out about it. I would kind of take it as like a blessing, but I get that you're probably just like, is my body healthy? What's going on? But it is. It's fine. I think our bodies adjust to birth control differently than other people's bodies. So if yours is doing something else that your doctor didn't warn you about, maybe just bring it up to them and they'll like reassure you that you're fine. If you want to talk about that with a gynecologist or your physician. I don't know, but I don't think you should be worried. I'm just a wee young teen. I'm not a teen. I can't use that excuse anymore. I'm just a wee young idiot. So, I mean, if you want to take my advice, take my advice, but I really do think you're fine. It's gonna be okay. Sunflower asked, why do my boobs hurt? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Because I would like to know as well. Why do my boobs hurt when my period is coming? Like the week leading up to when my period is coming, I'm just like, ow, ow, what is happening? And like if people hug me too tight, it hurts, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's enough. It's just bad. I really wish I had an answer for you, but I think that it's just our bodies like preparing for the cycle in a way. I don't freaking know. You know, I'm just, like I said before, a wee young idiot. Like, I really can't give you a reason, but I can tell you that the same exact thing happens to me. I know it doesn't happen to everybody, but it definitely is like a consistent pain in my boobies before I get my period. It's just bad. It's like almost like they're bruised, you know? It's just like, I think it's because they're swollen, like they're swelling up a little bit, but I really could just be talking out of my ass, so who knows? Taryn asked, what's the deal with toxic shock syndrome? Do a lot of people get it? How often does it happen? How do you prevent it? Okay, you don't really got to be scared about this. I have never heard any of my friends getting toxic shock syndrome in their life, and one of my friends got a tampon stuck inside her for an extended period of time. Like, she already had one shoved up there, and then she shoved another one up there, and then it was just bad. She had to go to the hospital and get it removed. And I know this is a horror story, and it's not even about me, and I'm sorry if I'm scaring you even more, but I think you'll know if you have a tampon in. You know, you can see the string, okay? So don't shove too many things up there, I would say. And what tampons you are shoving up there, if you are choosing to use a tampon, use organic cotton ones. Speaking of which, okay, this is a perfect time for me to talk about my bae, Lola. No, it's not a person and it's not a dog. This is my bae, Lola. Shout out to them for sponsoring this video. But this is a period starter kit, and I've talked about one of these before on my channel. I know a lot of preteens specifically, and teens as well, are just kind of like iffy about their period at times. And so I feel like subscription services like this are just A1. That's why I like to talk about them, because this is a brand that's completely dedicated to like getting you ready for your first period. You know, everything you need to know is just in this box and in this video. So shout out to us for going hand in hand, you know, love a nice pair. But yeah, like I said before, all natural, very 100% organic cotton going up there and around there, because there is a bunch of stuff in here. This is way better than like just going to the drugstore and just getting random baloney. This is just all of it in one. There's 6 day pads, 6 night pads, 10 liners, and 10 tampons for all of your needs. And you can empty all of them into this cute little pouch, bring them to school with you. And the stickers, I just realized, are actually for tracking your periods. So you can like put them on your calendar and be like, this too shall pass. Like this friggin' sticker. This is just adorable. I love this kind of stuff. Oh my God. Okay, moving on. It comes with this $5 Lola credit. So if you decide what kind of product you want, you can just make a profile, do your little subscription service so they keep coming in on time, and it's just perfect. It's perfect for you, a little sister, niece, not your nephew. I was going to say nephew, but that is just incorrect. Great for your friend Nadine? I don't know. It's great for anybody. So for $10 off your first period kit, just go to mylola.com and enter code Megan at checkout, and you will get $10 off. Like I said, the info is in the description down there if you need more of it. And then the last question to wrap this up is from Ricky, and this is gem of a question. And they say, can you describe it like you would to a guy? Like describe my period like I would to a man's standing in front of me. Well, if it was my man's that I was like, you know, talking to or being with or whatever, and I needed them to be like a sympathetic man in my life, I would explain it like this. For the next week or so, I really don't know how long it's going to be. Sometimes my body plays tricks on me, but I'm going to be bleeding. All right, so I'm just gonna put it out there, just gonna say it. It's going to be happening down there. Don't worry, I got it covered. I'm not gonna get blood on anything around here, okay? Just like assure them that they're not going to like see the blood and they won't have to deal with it, you know? Be like, it's okay, I'm gonna be fine, okay? I just need you to like hold me and like maybe cuddle me and just be like really patient, extremely, extremely patient. And I will be very irritable and sometimes irrational and very emotional, and I will have a lot of crazy thoughts at times. So just be ready for the roller coaster, but like don't don't be scared because like I'm just me and it's gonna be fine, but I just need you to be like here for me and okay with anything that comes up. That's how I would explain it to a guy, the best way possible, I would say. And you know, sometimes you can like ask him to go get you ice cream or like Midol and like a heating pad or something. But yeah, I wish you luck on your cycle, gal pals. This was really great chatting with you. I'm glad we got to have this talk because I feel like I explained some things and maybe reassured you a little bit about your cycle and like, you know, we're all on the same page. Leave any other questions, comments, concerns you have down below in the comments. And yeah, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will just see you in my next one. Okay, stay smiling. Bye.